Hey, what's going on there, YouTube? This is SEL0320. I'm back again for another review for Fear the Walking Dead. This is episode 5 of the second season. The name of the episode is Captive. I gotta say, this was actually a really good episode in a lot of different respects. I think that this is probably the strongest performance from the character Travis and Chris that I've seen throughout the whole entire show. Now, I'm divided from their perspectives on how they are as people in the show, but there are two specific scenes that come up that I was like, okay, they're showing real acting ability. Specifically, Cliff Curtis that plays the role of Travis, because Travis is put in a really compromised situation. So is Alicia. Most of the episode, I was kind of like beating myself on the head, like, Alicia, don't do this. Alicia, don't do that. Alicia, don't do this. And I mean, it ended up being a lot better off than I thought it was going to be. Another thing about this episode is like the visual aesthetics and the shot and the scope of it. It's actually really amazing. There are a lot of aerial shots that are shown, a lot of shots from a water set, and just individually the way that they kind of do like the actual physical VFX. I think they do a really good job with the stunt work. I think they do a really good job as far as the prosthetics and making it seem real, because with The Walking Dead, it's like it's shot a different way, whereas this is more so kind of like a realistic standpoint, kind of real, and it adds value to it. It felt like I was looking at Dawn of the Dead in certain sequences when I see a zombie. And that's the reason why I say that this show could have promise. And I think this episode is a really good byproduct of that. The other thing about this episode I didn't necessarily like, and oh, by the way, this is all non-spoiler. This is my first reaction. This isn't going to be any spoilers in it. I can't get behind Madison in the way that she does stuff, and the way she talks to people. What surprised me was Strand in this episode. It's kind of, him and Daniel are becoming more listeners and becoming more kind of just like, you know, trying to just go with the flow and try to help. I did like that because that means a progression with their characters. It's just, I was just on the fence the whole entire time with Alicia, and it kind of got frustrating, but it had a good resolve. Chris, oh my gosh, he does something. Same thing for Alicia, but Chris is just, I was like, oh my god. But anyway, it was actually a pretty, I don't know, I enjoyed the episode. I think this is just as strong, if not stronger, than the last episode. And there's a person that shows up in this episode that you wouldn't expect. And so I'm super happy about that. Either way, I give this episode a 9 out of 10. I actually really enjoyed it. I love the way they shot it. I love the kind of impending kind of danger. And at the same time, it's kind of gratifying. As well as having these two antagonists in it, as were the brothers, I was like, Jess McCartney is doing a really good job. Anyway, I don't have anything more. I'm about to go and do my spoiler review. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop. You have a blessed one. Peace.